Yeah, they got everything detailed too. It's beautiful. We got the joint right here. Skip right to the match. Yep. Notice that. I want y'all to pay attention to that right now. They're mentioning he has the back one. He has the back one. He always has the back one. Let's observe how many times he uses back one and how many times it's successful. We'll even count here. I should do like a mini counter. Hold up. I'm gonna keep like a counter thing right here so y'all can't see it. I'll count. Alright, we got a low parry. So he's getting damage from low parry right here. So that's Punisher style. He looked for a punish. Boom. Gets a float. Alright, he does a combo. In the Oki style, he's going for running one. Makes sense. Instant peekaboo down two. So right now he's being aggressive. He's using plus frames. He's taking advantage of his frame. Gets can. Very unfortunate. That's a counter hit low launcher from June's ass. He's getting wall carried. Boom. He's using weaves to punish. Alright, so he was able to do a double step weave. We'll go back and observe. So right now, Jun just did sidestep 4, right? I'm keep looking over here. My camera used to be over here. So now she's about to go for another attack. So she's pretty much locked Steve down. She's gonna go for another attack to try to keep up the pressure. So she's using an aggressive style right here. She's not in the back waiting for Steve to like throw out an attack and then she launches him or something or wall spots him. She's aggressive and she's pushing the offense. Now that could be like tournament nerves because they're the first match or whatever. Alright, so he steps left. NUMAN does. And then he does left weave. So he steps left, left weave, does the super step or the super weave, I guess we'll call that. And then he does left weave 1-1 and gets the wall splat to evade the pressure he's going through. So he was able to open up an opportunity by realizing a gap in the pressure and then stepping it and then using that opportunity to wall splat. So that's a punishing style. So far he's been the most rewarded in this first round for using Punisher. Start looking for opportunities in there. He did use a bit of aggression to get her to the wall, but overall he's relying on the opponents to make a lot of mistakes right now. Crack. That's gonna kill. Let's go. First back one of the set. The guy stepped left, completely evaded the back one, and it was outspaced. So he whiffed it right there. He just Jun is not it was mid step, so she couldn't take advantage of it. So he got hit, counter hit right there. He got taken to the wall. Does sidestep 4 for the Oki or for the Oki. Does that do chip? Let me see, I'm curious. Boom. Go for a sidestep. Okay, it doesn't do chip. It's just hella plus. Goes for a stun gun. And then he's trying to go for the wall splat. So he did stun gun against the wall, which is Steve's armor move. And I'll show you what happened. He did sidestep. NUMAN knows ALLIDAR is going to try to go off of that plus that you just got from the sidestep 4. And then try to press the advantage. So Steve, in advance, he does the armor move, stun gun, down back 1+2, and he gets it. Now, normally after this, you would do like Sonic Fang, and then he'd be getting a heat engager right here. But if you're a Steve that's in the know, if you're an AWAKEN Steve, you can do instant peekaboo, forward 1+2. And that would actually wall spot the Jun where he would have been getting a large combo right there. So that's what he was going for. But instead, he gets the instant peekaboo, but does 1. And then he does down 1. So I think I'm pretty sure 99.9% sure what happened was he was going for the peekaboo 1+2, forward 1+2 for the wall splat, and he fucked it up and he was like, ah shit, I gotta keep applying pressure. Hey, it happens. Alright, that shit is +6, dog. It's an evasive attack. So it evades because she's stepping. It's +6 on block, and it's a heat engager. So that is why that dude is using it a lot, because it is very strong. That's how strong our running attack is. Steve's running attack is +6, and it's a mid. This bitch, all she gotta do is sidestep. That's what she gets, and it's a heat engager, just like this. So that is like this for us. We gotta run. She just stepped, but that's besides the point. But yeah, he was going for this. Yeah, that right there. He would have got a full combo. But yeah, it's definitely worth going for. But he goes for it and he missed it, so he just went for a peekaboo 1 and down 1. Alright. Take it back out. Boom, right there, see? I told you, he does a step, he goes for 2-1. He's trying to apply pressure right now. He got grabbed out of the armor move. Or out of the flicker back too. He goes for the step, but he steps late and then gets hit by her side step 4. Such a strong move on John. Gets the hit, very long range attack. So far ALLIDAR is pressing offense. Steve gets a launcher right here, so he steps, looks for an opportunity. He gets hit. He's on the floor, so that's a knockdown on hit. She's pressuring again with that good ass move, side step 4. Does a jab and then does the low. I think that's 1-3 or 1-4. Yeah, 1-3. Plus on hit. She gonna continue. NUMAN expects this. He steps to the right. Plays very good Tekken here and opens her up with the back turn combo. So he again is rewarded for playing a more Punisher style due to ALLIDAR making a mistake. Instead of using a tracking move, she tried to continue with buttons and got stepped. So far he is mainly getting rewarded through reads. Is the main point that we can conclude here. Goes for side step 2, pressure or 4 pressure. Gets hit again, same situation. Goes for a read again. So he wins he won that whole match all for reads. Whole match won all for reads. He is not applying pressure like that, not doing a whole lot of running too. He goes for back 1 again. It kind of skipped forward there, but he went for back 1 again and got step. It was out space and a step. See, that match was so fast. We gotta review what happened here. So he got his back 1 stepped and launched. He's taken to the wall. That's 50% life gone. She goes for wall pressure. She does this, I think it's her stance, that Mirage stance. I think that's Mirage stance 1+2. Y'all could correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not a June player. But I do know that's one of her stance attacks. So she goes for plus. And then she goes for another attack. NUMAN is dedicated on stopping armor or stopping aggro as soon as possible. He's not trying to let her do a whole lot of attacks. He's using armor and sidesteps to stop the aggro. This is what we've seen from this the past, what was it, round 4? Yeah, round 4. More pressure. He couldn't get out that pressure. He got taken to the wall and couldn't get off. Down 2-1. He does, look at this. He does down 1+2 or down 2-1 ducking and then does Gatling. That's a very unique option. Because people are like, why are you using Gatling if you're not at the wall? Gatling is the secret, like, tracking move that ducking has. So when you do ducking and then you do Gatling, it will track to wherever your opponent decides to step. So if your opponent has been stepping you, you can use Gatling to sort of find them and track them without them being able to step your back. It's actually a pretty good tech as long as you don't finish with the uppercut, because the uppercut I believe is -13. That's what he does here. His Gatling stops it early. She's doing safe stuff. She sacrificed some health. Breaks grab. Goes for one Lionheart. 2-2 to punish. Gets his highs ducked. Down for 1-2. Goes for a grab. Getting burned. Break. Checking her with the down forward 1-2. A step and a read. Good shit. Let's observe that heat moment. Down 2-1 to get her off him. She goes for grab. He breaks it. Goes for a single jab to try to interrupt whatever she's doing, but it whiffs. So she's going for pressure. Boom, boom. Down 1-2. That was smart because he did down 1-2 and he had hit it. So on hit, let's see how much hit on plus that is, because I just had a video on my channel that came out. NUMAN did the mid-high. That joint is +3 on hit. So he went for down 1-2 and he was about to take those plus frames and apply pressure, but June did can. So if he would have tried to take plus frames, he would have got his turn stolen and he would have got launched right there. So let's look at that play again. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Goes for plus. He's +3 right now. He steps forward because he's about to take them frames. Boom, boom. So right now, he would have lost the game. It would have been round 1 going to ALLIDAR. So she does that. He goes for heat because he's like, alright, you trying to hit me with some bullshit. I need access to some threats. He steps to the right. He ducks a high. What high does she do? Oh, she does the her stance. I think it's called I forgot what that fuck shit is called. That illusion shit. She does that shit. He was able to duck that and get punched. So mainly read. NUMAN has such good reads that he's able to take advantage of those reads and either get a wall splat or he's able to get a heat dash out of it. Yeah, they're talking about the amount of 2-0s, which definitely is crazy because if you look at the board, never went to like final round in the set. It's always been a sweep. It shows how volatile Tekken can be, or how snowball heavy it can be. Where if you have an offense, you are usually snowballing that offense and carrying it over to the second round of the set. Alright, we got ALLIDAR on the left, we got NUMAN on the right. That's our guy on the right, NUMAN CH, one of the best Steve players. All the new people that came in. He goes for back 1-2. That doesn't count because that move has a tracking move alongside it, and you do not get the frames of back 1 by doing back 1-2. You don't get a counter hit launch like you used to in Tekken 7. If you do back 1-2 and it's a counter hit, you just get +8. I'm not gonna say you just get +8 because +8 is actually quite significant, but you get +8 off of that. So right now he's about to be +8 and Lionheart. So this is back 1-2, which does not count. He does not get counter hit launch properties off of this. So he's +8. He goes for sway 1. Such a good move. Sway 1 out of Lionheart is extremely good. It high crushes if they go for a jab or a high. If they don't do anything and they just take it on block, it does some. I think the most chip damage that we have that you can take from chip, which is 10. It does 10 chip damage, which is crazy. Our running attack does 9 chip damage. That does 10. So sway 1 is strong and on block, and then on hit you get like he just got. He gets a heat engager. So it is very much worth it to go for that. He gets stepped and grabbed. 2 fairy on wake up. Jesus Christ, what happened here? So he gets the foot stomp. He goes for, so he's +8 again. He goes for +8 and he cashes out on the +8 with the swing fire advance. Which if June would have went for the parry, it would have broke through it because that's a reversal break. But instead it gets a tooth fairy and the safe version of Tooth Fairy, which is the heat engager. Boom, got all her health back. Because whenever she does that magic shit, I don't know if y'all noticed that. Whenever June does that magic little shit she got, boom, she's taking her own life here. So she's actually losing health or sacrificing health to make the string safe. That's Jun's whole motif there. But when she's in heat, all the light attacks don't take health. And I think, in fact, they give her health back or something. But because she got the heat engager, she gets the benefit of getting that shit back. So she got it back except for what she did to herself, which is this. Boom. Alright, goes for a hit and then does pressure. Gets hit, plus on hit. NUMAN takes and doesn't block. He steps. Steps. She does a high. He actually would have got rewarded if he had ducked that. But he didn't know. And that was a tracking move, so he blocked on point. So that countered the step he just did. Goes for the grab. Doesn't break it. Then on Oki gets hit with that because the way that grab leaves you, it leaves you face up, feet away. That gives her the perfect Oki to land this BS if you do anything. That's why she gets the launch. And you can hear Rip's amazement, like, oh my god, I can't believe he got that bullshit. Crazy. Tooth Fairy in the back. That's what he mean when he say Tooth Fairy in the back. He talking about that attack. Boom. Heat smash. We got some health back. What is the mix? He does ducking Gatling. He is not using any of the Lionheart tools except for that 1+2 he went for, the reversal break. He's not using Lionheart 2. If y'all noticed that. He's not using Outfox and Lionheart 2. He has not done, I think he's done that once, but he went for Outfox, but he didn't swing for the 2. He's not just throwing shit out willy-nilly. Boom, boom. Goes for a step. The back one. Okay, so he lands a back one right here. That is the back one. How did he get it? He does a heat dash. He steps. And then he goes for, and then ALLIDAR goes for pressure, and then we get the faded back one right here. Whoa. And then he goes for the rage art instantly. So that is 3 back ones that he has thrown so far. One of them being successful.
Maybe ALLIDAR just too offensive at the end of the round and taking too much risk running in the and then losing. It's lost it. Such a big lead, right? Yeah.
Go for Swindler. She took her own life right there. Y'all saw that? He tries to armor out of the pressure, but then he steps. Gets the low parry, so good read again. Getting rewarded for a read. Boom, boom, boom. He misses the combo right there. He goes for instant peekaboo 1+2 again. Smash. Okay. Alright, let's see that again. He goes for white weave and then cancels the right weave forward and goes into ducking and tries to do ducking too. Hera Malik does this a lot, and he gets rewarded for it a lot. When somebody whiffs during a weave, you normally do not get access to a launch. Back in T7, if we got counter weave, right weave 1-2, that was a launch. We had a counter hit right weave launcher, but they've took that away and they gave us a counter hit guess plus homing move on top of it, which, you know, I guess ain't a bad consolation prize, but we would have preferred that launcher. But anyway, he cancels the right weave, does duck, and then goes for skyscraper. And the good thing about this is because you didn't duck like in their face, you just didn't do raw duck 2, it usually doesn't get punished like that. Like if you notice that, we're gonna go to it, and he just got tapped. He just got 10 frame punished. Nigga, that whole maneuver is minus 14. Steve's supposed to eat a pretty big punish that'll normally knock down at that frame or be a heating gauger, but because of how the skyscraper was masked in that weave, it normally doesn't process in the other person's head unless they have a ton of Steve experience to punish that and go for a minus 14 punish. It's not preset in this quick back and forth, especially for these highest stakes. But that is minus 14. Goes for foot stomp because she's up close. Goes for Gatling in case she steps. Gets the rocket. Takes a life. Goes for that rage art. So he's getting massively rewarded for his opponent's aggression. Which is ironic because I think she's supposed to be using some iteration of Wing Chun. But so far she's been punished time and time again for that end of round aggression like Ru Kang mentioned. Or is that, I think Spaghetti Rip is on there now. But yeah, constantly getting punished for that end of round aggression. There it is. Boom. We get our first Lionheart 2. You notice he's using a lot of these tools at the beginning of the round. So he countered that thought of aggression that she had, because now ALLIDAR is down 3. The situation is that we are at Tekken World Tour Finals. This is in front of everybody. And right now, you're down, or this is potentially match point. So if ALLIDAR doesn't gain control of these matches, then he's going to get played. So right now, NUMAN can take that risk management and kind of risk Lionheart right there. He was not using Lionheart at all in any of the other matches, but he used it right there and got rewarded because now he can afford to take that risk. That's what I want to stress here. I believe that is his mindset currently. We are sitting on a really nice lead. We can afford to take a little step risk there. Because he could have got Tooth Fairy'd out of that. June just forward 2, blah, huh? And he was going up. But he was rewarded with that Lionheart too. He doing the good combo. He doing the wall carry. Also a very different combo if you look at that. He does ducking forward 2, duck 1, and then instead of doing down forward 1 2 1, he does down forward 2 ducking, and then while standing 1, and then forward 1 plus 2 back into flicker and does ducking 1. Doom. Hits him with that reversal break. So let's see what happened. Right now, he has invisible pressure on ALLIDAR. He has the pressure. Even though ALLIDAR is the one that's plus right here, ALLIDAR is being pressured by the fact that he's down 3 rounds. So it's almost like psychologically he feels like he needs to press the offense. Which Steve tries to step right here. NUMAN tried to step the pressure because that's been successful. He gets tracked to that side. He goes for step again on hit. And then gets rewarded. Gets back 1 2. That doesn't count on hit. So he's plus 8. And from the plus 8, look at this. Observe this right here. Y'all may not know what animation that is. But I definitely do. If you a Steve player and you've been a Steve player for a minute in T.A, you know exactly what this animation is. That animation is her Sabaki parry. The one that parries the punch options. She went for Sabaki parry right there. Tried to counter 2 out of the 3 options that Steve has out of his Lionheart toolkit. Lionheart 1, a tracking mid. He has Lionheart 2, a launching mid that's linear. And then he has Lionheart 1 plus 2, this. which is now, since patch 105, a reversal break, and that's why he gets the glass shatter animation, because he was able to break through the Sabaki parry. Very excellent performance from NUMAN CH right there with Steve. He was able to get rewarded primarily through reads.
Don't miss me winning.
And then once he got that lead through those reads, he was able to take more risk and play a little bit more free. And then he was able to be rewarded for that by having the opponent press into him. So that's my breakdown of the first match against ALLIDAR.